Hey guys, it's Lita. I hope you're all amazing, and if you are not, I hope my video puts a smile on your beautiful faces and makes you laugh. Do you guys remember a couple of shows back in the summer of 2015 where they were very similar in plot and genre, which is action, sort of romance and fantasy school type? That was one was called Asterisk War, and the other one is the one I'm going to be talking about in this video. It's set in an academy setting. All the students are like magic users. Whatever weapon they have manifests. It's based off of their personality, and there's like ranks, rank A, rank B, and there's like this magical tournament everybody participates in. Then there's like a winner, and then there's like a couple, which, you know, the main two are like couples. There was this big controversy between the two, there was, and one of them, Asterisk War, I've not seen, but the other I have seen, which is Chivalry of a Failed Knight. I finally decided to get that off my backlog of anime this year. I know some people can get tiresome with the action, romance, fantasy of the setting of being in a magical tournament school. Main couple end up liking each other, but it's kind of hard for me to say since I've not watched Asterisk War which is the better one. But honestly, just from the genre itself, honestly, Chivalry of a Failed Knight surprised me. And the main plot is, as I said, magical tournament, but the two main characters in this is Iniki and Stella. Stella is like, you know, ranked A, she's like from royalty, and Iki's like known as the worst one, like in the lowest rank. But this series really surprised me in terms of I really felt a lot of connection with the main protagonist, and that this anime was clever in how to develop their relationship. That I want to say that this series is not like your typical romance, you know, action fantasy. I really felt invested in Iniki and Stella's growing relationship, and it was really adorable in how it was handled. I mean, how the introduction was in episode 1. They end up meeting, he walks in on her, like, you know, nearly half naked, but it was actually didn't feel forced. It actually flowed naturally, and it actually was believable, where like in some other shows that I've seen, I can't think off the top of my head right now, scenes like that, it feels like it's forced, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, you don't want forced anything. Stella is personality, I guess you could say she's like tsundere. She's like very says a lot of like mean things. She's very cold towards Iki, but really she's like really sweet underneath all of it. And most characters like her actually kind of annoy me at times, but actually I ended up really liking Stella. She actually reminds me of myself at points. It was such a great series, honestly. One bit that was really cute, which felt very believable and it actually made me cry, was when Iki was about to lose one of his matches and Stella like stands up in the middle of the crowd and says, "You're not a loser and I'll stand by you, you know, blah blah blah," and it was just so adorable. I loved it. Really, you end up feeling really bad for Iki, honestly. I felt bad for him when it get towards the end of the series. He actually went through a really rough phase. Clever things the show did with the animation is actually in that part where Iki's in this little kind of tight rut, the animation goes all black and white, and it really sort of invokes that atmosphere that he's really feeling depressed. He is like on the verge of losing all hope, honestly. And it was, yeah, that was something surprisingly clever. And with all the characters he ends up like interacting with, meeting, that all sort of intertwines with the plot really well. And I definitely think that Chivalry of a Failed Knight is different. It's brought something like new to the romance, fantasy, school side of things for the genre. I tried to watch some of the dub. I've seen a clip of it and I'm not a huge fan of it. Not a fan of Iki's voice and not of Stella's voice in particular, honestly. I actually prefer the subtitled version, honestly. Yeah, it was surprising that I ended up really liking Chivalry of a Failed Knight. At some point I'll watch Asterisk War, but yeah, definitely brings something different to the romance, action, fantasy, definitely. So if you've seen Chivalry of a Failed Knight, please let me know down in the comments. Did you like it? And if you've seen Asterisk War, what do you think of the two? Do you think they're just so similar? Or maybe you think maybe Shivery of a Failed Knight is that little definitely different from your other romance, fantasy action type plots and genre. That is all I have for you guys for day 7 of the 12 days of anime. And yeah, as always guys, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to keep up with my anime antics, you can follow me in my blog at Kina Anime Corner, and you can follow me on Twitter at Kina Reviews, where I am all the time. And I keep forgetting to mention, if you want to check out all the other YouTubers that are participating in the 12 days of anime, there is the database link down below where you can check out who is doing it this year. And yeah, this is being so much fun. I'm actually really excited tomorrow because it's very, very special. It's going to be a special one. Not telling you the reason what, but no, I'm not telling you. I'll see you tomorrow.